Nah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. NXT. Woo! What a night. Oh man, this was great. This was real great tonight for NXT going on here. What do I got to say about this show? Got a lot going on NXT tonight, and we're gonna get into the big part. We are gonna get into that soon enough, but we got a lot to say about NXT tonight. Oh man, you want to talk about two shows going back to back, head to head? I can't even tell which one was better tonight, but I may have a little bit of a tiebreaker here at the ending of this whole review. But we gonna kick it off right here with NXT tonight. Kicking it off with Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair to kick off the show. Really good match. I will say that. Some people say it was a mixture of two different styles, especially against power versus speed here. And going into this match, I figured who was going to win, especially since I know who they're pushing for the title right now. But due to some interferences, did it really factor into the match? Yes, but in some ways, no. But it does kind of further some other people's feuds going on right now. Did I think Ripley and Bianca had a really good match? Yes, especially fucking Ripley kicking the shit out of Bianca in midair looked freaking crazy. But it was one thing I do know is during this match, Io Shirai pretty much ended up coming out after, Ripley pretty much missed a cannonball, pretty much going to the turnbuckle. Io Shirai comes out with a 619. Belair pretty much took her down and get a 2 count in. Candice LeRae came out there and pretty much taking down Shirai during the match. Ripley ended up pretty much dodging for Belair. I forget finish or whatever she was going for, and then hit the Riptide on Bianca for the win. I figured this was going to happen once I kind of knew about a week ago or two. I said watch in a way they were going to feed Bianca Belair to Ripley. I kind of really saw that coming. I already said this before because I believe Ripley is pretty much next in line to go for the championship, but this still was a really good match. And I guess the whole Io Shirai and Candice LeRae feud is still kind of going on too, so I guess they're going to continue with that whole thing going on. But it was a good opener to kick off the show with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley for the match. Pretty much as the show went on, Captain Kelly interviewed Pete Dunne, who was walking with Tyler Bate as he was with him then. Pretty much they were asking him what he thought about Killian Dane and his attack. Pretty much Pete Dunne says he doesn't care about Killian Dane and walked off. One thing I will say about this, are we just moving all the UK NXT guys to the main roster now? Because that's what it really looks like to me. Because I don't know what's really going on in that UK show, but I already said what I had to say before. They need more bodies because this is a 2-hour show. But at this point, I'm about to say merge both the NXT together because you're pretty much taking all the top, whoever's the top or a big name in the UK version, we're pretty much putting them on the regular NXT show, just to get more of them out there, because I swear they got like half of them on here already, and we're going to get into Tyler Bate again soon enough. But, yeah, we're bringing more of them into, the regular NXT, which Tyler Bate pretty much, was into the crowd then as the next match was about to begin. Matt Riddle versus Trevor Lee. I'm sorry, Cameron Grimes. I'm trying to get used to his name, okay? I'm just so used to calling him Trevor Lee, but, This was a very good match between Riddle and Grimes there, because pretty much right off the start, Grimes Lee tried to go for that double stomp right at the beginning, since he's been getting these quick victories lately, but Riddle pretty much ended up dodging it, pretty much going for his fucking knee strikes and everything, but Lee was able to get out of it. This was a really good match. A lot of crazy things. Riddle with the freaking roundhouse kicks on Lee out there that looked crazy. Even hit him with a big forearm and exploder. And pretty much a big exploder after that. Grimes pretty much trying to dodge, getting out of there. One thing I did like, he did a backflip and then holding him up into a German suplex that looked pretty crazy. Now, it's one thing people want to notice that that was the big thing out of this. And I'm not saying it's going to be a match, and I'm sure it's probably a work at this point. But Matt Riddle hitting a jackhammer, a Goldberg-style jackhammer on Lee out there, which fans start chanting Riddle, like Goldberg, Riddle, 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 almost like Goldberg in a way, that chant. Now, let me just say this before I continue on this match, though. Do I think it's going to be some Goldberg versus Matt Riddle match? Listen, we've heard about their little feud before, and I know it was kind of a shoot when it was on Twitter at first, to be honest, and I do believe that, but, you know, once I saw that video, I know Riddle told the story on WWE of how he met Goldberg, but when I saw the video of then the Goldberg, you know, and Matt Riddle confrontation, it is mostly a work. Do I think it's going to be a match? I don't want to jump to conclusions and say that, but could it be? I don't know if it's going to lead into anything, and I'll get back to that in a second, but, you know, after he did that jackhammer and everything, Goldberg style, pretty much he went back with those freaking PK kicks on him, pretty much trying to get the pin, but like I said, Lee got out, Grimes got out of him. I'm really trying to get used to these names, I'm sorry, but pretty much Riddle went, hit a Pele kick and a big ripcord knee, got him with the GTS and German for the 2 count, Riddle pretty much hit a senton on him then, and pretty much, you know, taking Grimes down. Pretty much Lee came back with a big forearm then and went for another suplex for a 2 count. Riddle went for the floating broad in, but Lee got his knees up. Pretty much then after that, pretty much Lee hit him with another super kick then. Got him with pretty much a power slam on him. The flip power slam, I was like a Spanish fly, that always looks crazy, but Riddle pretty much dodged the finisher, got him with a power bomb, catching him, you know, doing the whole double stomp thing, hit him with the final flash, bro Derek for the win. So a very good match between Riddle and you know, Trevor Lee out there. That, like I said before, they started chanting Riddle, 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 like the Goldberg chants and everything. Like I said before, do I think it's gonna be a match? I wouldn't bet on it. Like, in a way, how the WWE's kind of somewhat been doing this. Could it be a work? Could it be a match? Could Goldberg be up to it? I don't know. Because at first I think it was a lot of people said it was a shoot because, you know, Riddle has been talking shit about Goldberg since that horrible Saudi Arabia match. And I know some people have gone back and forth with Riddle about, you know, oh, if he was saying this shit back then, Legends would have put him in his place and, you know, stuff like that. But then, you know, like I said, once they start putting WWE, starting acknowledging it a little bit more, it may be a work. I don't know if it's gonna be a match. I don't want to jump to conclusions on anything. Could be. I don't know. But they did kind of, like I said, they actually acknowledged the whole Goldberg and Riddle Twitter thing. That's the thing. They acknowledged their little feud. So I don't know if it could be a match. I don't know. But pretty much after that, Riddle tried to give you know, Lee there a fist bump. He didn't go for it. He gave Tyler Bate a fist bump, though. But, you know, Grimes pretty much put his hat on and pushed Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate pretty much came back in with a punch, knocking him out to the ground then as his music played after that. So, overall, it was a really good match between both of them. That was only like 5 minutes. It was a good match. Pretty much then right after that, William Regal had an announcement that tonight's match between Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox versus Maria Shafir and Jessamine Duke, whoever is the winner of that, will face next week against Asuka and Kairi for the women's tag team belts. I will get that soon enough because I got a lot to say about that too. Breezango came out as, I guess, the airplane pilots or Top Gun strippers or whatever they're supposed to be. They were, that was their, I guess, new gimmick for the week is Breezango. Instead of being cops, now they're airline attendants or pilots or something. Top Gun, they tagged with Swerve Strickland, Isaiah Scott, or Shane Strickland, or whatever you want to call him. They ended up going against the Forgotten Sons, which, you know, I forgot they were still on this show, to be honest. You don't never see them. I can see why they're forgotten a lot most of the time. You know, it was so funny about the Forgotten Sons, because I just don't think the team is that good. I think Gunner is good on there, or Riker, or whatever you want to call him, but I don't think people really give a crap about Cutler or Blake out there. You know what's so funny to me is that the video game, WWE 2K20, they only put Riker in the video game. My friend told me this, so let me get this straight. You only put one of them in the game, but you couldn't put all of them in the game. Why did you only put one member of the whole Forgotten Sons of the video game? You might as well not put any of them in there then. Why you only put one? Just put all of them in there. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm like, what is the point then? I knew they were not that good, but you only could afford one of them for the video game. Listen, I already know 2K20 is bad enough, and I'm not going to buy that game or even play that game. It'd have to go so cheap, maybe I would check it out, but I've seen so many videos online of it being glitchy and just bad. Just a very bad game. 2K only can blame themselves. But then again, Yuke's left in development, mid-development anyways, and they had to build from the... But you should have just delayed the game and waited for a later date. There you go. Stop making this game unless you're going to make a good one. Give it to a different developer or stop putting it out every year. Wait longer. Make the game good. Stop giving up this bull crap every year, okay? 2K19 look better than this bullshit, alright? But, I just find it funny that only he made it to the video game, but the other two guys didn't. Listen, the match was good. It was a good tag match. I will say that. Lee pretty much hitting up with the kill shot kick, I believe, or whatever kick they called it. It was a back kick to the head on Cutler for the win. So, Breezango and Strickland, or Scott, got the win right there. So, it was a good tag match. I will say that. Breezango is over. I will say that, too. They still are somewhat funny with the whole different outfits every week and stuff. But, yeah, Swerve was good out there, but Forgotten Sons, I don't know. I just don't think... To be honest, when they came out, they're not over. Let me say that. They may have a cool sound and name gimmick, but these guys are just not over. They're just not. I'm sorry. They're not over. Gunner, he's got a chance. The other two guys, I'm not seeing it. I don't think I'm seeing it, alright? It's not working. But next after that, Killian Dane was standing in front of a trash can saying he's going, he said Pete Dunne tried to break my fingers. Next week or whatever, I'm gonna break him. As he was standing in front of the dumpster fire. Maybe that's half of Raw in there, possible. Jack Gallagher, another guy I haven't seen in God knows how long. I don't watch 205, or I guess the UK show that much. Versus Garza Jr. Angel Garza, not Garza Jr. Gotta get these names right. Leo Rush was on commentary. It was a good match. It was not much to say from it, to be honest. Garza ended up winning with the like a moonsault, or springboard moonsault, getting the win on him. Wasn't bad. He still does that whole pants thing and everything. I did kind of like when he got he was gonna go for a dive, but Gallagher knew the block and he pretty much got it and smacked Gallagher on the back of his head. I did like when Gallagher did it. They pretty much laid a vertical suplex, holding him up. I guess a test of strength type of thing. That was good too. But yeah, it was a good match. Not much to say from that. Leo Rush on commentary, it was okay. He pretty much held up his title up after that. I guess I guess Garza wants the belt next. I don't know what's going on with this whole cruiserweight thing right now. I guess they're on both 205 and NXT. Like I said, I don't watch 205 either way, so I just couldn't barely give a shit about the show. I know they don't rush or anything or the cruiserweight title, but then again, you already know what I've had to say about 205 already, so I'm not even gonna get back into it because I just don't say that much about it. It's just not good in general. But pretty much moving into next, Tia Knox and Dakota Kai versus Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke for a title shot for the women's titles. I figured who was going to win this. It's kind of a no-brainer when you think about it. I don't know. Hold on a second. Yeah. Sorry, I had to check some on my phone here. I'm sorry for the delayed message, but I had to take care of this important thing. Listen, it was not much to say from this tag match. It was okay. Knox got the shiniest wizard for the win on Duke. Like, it was kind of a no-brainer who was going to win this match, honestly. I figured Knox and Dakota Kai was going to win, so I'm not really surprised by that at all. You know, Shafir and Duke, they were okay. I will say that. I know you don't see them wrestle as much because they're pretty much mostly with Shayna Baszler coming out, but it was okay for what it was. But, you know, pretty much right after, Asuka and Kairi Sane show up on the screen, pretty much speaking in Japanese and in English, pretty much saying that Knox and Kai have no chance. Number one, it is good to see them both back in NXT next week, and Asuka in general. I'm sure people want to see them there permanently, but I'm glad they're finally defending the title somewhere else because they have no teams to fight on Raw and SmackDown because they face the same teams too many times and beating everybody, I think. But, you know, listen, I've already said what I've had to say about these tag team belts. I said kill them. I don't give a shit about this tag women's division. It tried. It sucked. It's just not good. And that's maybe because, people can say it's the main roster. Yeah, but what teams do you have? So the best bet is just to go to NXT. And I don't know if this is going to be a one-time only thing, or maybe it's more. I don't know. I'm sure people want to see Asuka and Kairi Sane back in NXT because that shit they doing on the main roster is not working for them. They killed Asuka a long time ago on the main roster. Kairi Sane really should never left NXT to begin with. They were going to just form another team where she was already with the Sky Pirates already. But now she's a heel this time, so we'll see how this works with both Asuka and Kairi. But I'm sure it'll be refreshing for people, especially to see Asuka back in NXT when she was a killer and a dominant force there before they made her into a running joke and killed her after the whole Charlotte thing at WrestleMania. But it will be good to see them back in NXT again. No, like I said, I've said what I had to say about the belts. I can see them pretty much retaining in general, so I don't really see you know, Asuka and Kairi losing. But I think this is probably just gonna, it probably will be a one-time thing. But at least the belts will be defended somewhere else because what teams do you have on the main roster? They face the same teams, and last time I checked, weren't they trying to build them against, you know, Nikki Cross and Bliss, which God knows who wants to see that bullshit again. Bliss is horrible. What else? Who are the teams you got on these shows? What? Rose and Deville? The Iconics? I don't know. I don't really know, okay? But at least it's a new team, and it should be a great match next week. Because I could give two shits about these belts, but this should be a great match next week, though. But we get into the main event. The best thing out of the entire night. Roderick Strong versus Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijak for the NXT North American Championship. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say throughout this whole match. You want to talk about insanity, combo, crazy like shit. This is insane. And, you know, it's just so crazy. You just see both, you know, Lee and fucking Dijak look like giant, dominant, just giants, and Strong just looks small out there, and I'm sure people are going to make jokes on that, like, my God, this guy is so small. I know a lot of people say Undisputed Era is small in general, but when you're putting them out there against two giant guys, it's pretty crazy, okay? Because immediately Strong got out of the ring when this match even started, but, you know, Strong tried to get both of them. Lee swats the guy to the ground like a freaking looking bug with that pounce and everything. But holy shit, this was just crazy. I don't even know what the name they're all, especially these combos, man. These freaking combos, all right? And, you know, both Lee and Dijak almost move like freaking cruiserweights with all these fucking high fly and stuff and everything. But wow, where do I begin, huh? With Dijak with the freaking combos on Strong with the elbow, or Strong coming at least back with the knee. What else? I'm trying to think of all the big spots that happened. One thing I did like was when Dijak tried to go for a cannonball and everything on Lee to the outside. Lee catches him, pretty much puts him up for a power bomb in a way. Strong pretty much comes in, drop kicks Dijak from behind, pretty much knocking Lee down and everything. So Dijak pretty much still land on his feet. Pretty much coming back to Strong there with a big chop on him after that. That looked crazy. Now, one thing, I thought this looked dangerous right here. And I don't know who lost their footing or who fell early, but pretty much Strong Dijak was going for a superplex off the top rope on Strong. Keith Lee goes under, power bombs him, but if you look very closely, I don't know who messed it up right here, but Lee almost looked like he loses his footing and just kind of like falls back a little, almost to the outside of the ring. It looked really dangerous to me, I will say that. I don't know who messed that one up. They still connected the move, and it looked crazy, and the crowd was... This was like the hottest the crowd was ever throughout the whole night was this match, but the way it went was just like... just insane, okay? It was freaking insane how that whole move went. I was like... I was like, wow, that was just like... It was like overkill out there. That's what I gotta say. It was like some overkill type of shit, alright? With that move. But even coming back from commercial, it looked even more crazy out there. Strong and Lee going with the, hitting Lee with the crazy elbows and stuff. He went back and forth on Lee, pretty much, pretty much going, what was it, like back and forth. They call it a strong nature and everything. Hitting him with a big Olympic slam then that looked insane. Pretty much Lee got up, double chest slap on Strong, and you could see the mist coming from him. That looked crazy. This is what I did like out there. They were pretty much on the outside. Strong tried to go with both Dijak and Strong. Dijak pretty much picks up Strong, like catapults him, and hit him with the the feast your eyes move, into the knee, and then Lee just runs into Strong with the big pounce and stuff. That was a great combo. They got a standing ovation after that. They start to brawl with each other. That looked crazy. Dijak did a backflip when he was on the top rope and stuff. Pretty much Lee with a super kick. Pretty much goes up, hits him with a big choke bomb from the top rope. Lee just kicks out after that. Then that looks even more insane. Shit, where else do you even go in this? But Lee pretty much came back then and Dijak. This was just crazy because Strong took out, not Strong, but Dijak took out Strong again, but Lee pretty much threw Dijak out. Goes for listen, man. Lee just, I don't know, man. The guy just jumps with a freaking Top Con helo. Don't even touch the ropes. Didn't even touch the freaking ropes jumping out of this ring. Lands on him. Holy shit chance just everywhere. Which it's insane. It's that insane in this match. The fans are going nuts, and Lee pretty much got Dijak in the ring. Pretty much hit him with the what did he say, the spirit bomb or super spirit bomb or something. Somebody said about that. That spirit bomb, but there's something people call the spirit bomb from the top rope, but the super power bomb or whatever you want to call it, but I guess the super spirit bomb or like Goku or something. But taking him out, Strong comes in with a kick out of nowhere. Excuse me. Like I say, he kicks him with a big kick out of nowhere and stealing the win, still retaining the NXT North American Championship. Wow, that was just an incredible match. That was incredible. That was one of the best matches I've seen out of this week. This was the hottest main event tonight, okay? Listen, I said Mox and Pac was something, but this may just take the freaking cake right here, okay? This one was just like the insanity, alright? That just went crazy in this match. But then there's more after that. Undisputed Era comes out to celebrate. They start putting the boots to Keith Lee. Pretty much they put him up there, pretty much taking down Keith Lee. Next thing you know, Tommaso Ciampa comes out with his crutch coming down to the ring then. Pretty much having to stare down all of them with all the Undisputed Era fans chant Daddy's home then. Next thing you know, Johnny Gargano comes out there. So then I'm like, oh shit, DIY is back. Fans start chanting DIY then. But then Finn Balor comes out. Pretty much in all black as usual. pretty much, Ronaldo says there's a lot of star power in the ring at one point. They all almost get ready to fight the Undisputed Era, and I'm sure a lot of people saw where this was going to go. But then the big surprise happened. Balor took out Gargano. Undisputed Era immediately start jumping champion in after that. Cole looked surprised at what Balor did and everything. They pretty much took the last shot on champion in, but Balor got out pretty much emotionless, going at Gargano, shotgun drop, kicking him into the barricade, pretty much with some planted fans trying to make it look powerful that he knocked down the barricade like the kick was that strong or something. But taking them out, and pretty much Balor he hit a Bloody Sunday on Gargano on the steel, ramped in. But then this was the next thing you saw. Undisputed Era, they all stood in the ring. They put their Undisputed Era hand signs up. But Balor, double shot, shoot 'em style, he put his hands in as he walked away. So pretty much now, I guess you could say this is heel Balor again. In fact, there was something that Ronaldo said earlier tonight. Finn Balor said his future is to go back to the past. And not go back to the past of what he was in NXT. I'm talking about further to the past. And I'm just making an acknowledgement on this. He didn't have to go back to the past to be himself in NXT. He went back to the past even further. Back to New Japan Pro Wrestling, as some people want to say. Maybe he is Prince Devitt again. That's how far back to the past we're going. We're going back to the shoot 'em style. The man that formed the Bullet Club. Not the Finn Balor of NXT. Not the Demon Finn Balor. We're talking about Prince Devitt being back in NXT now. So Balor is a heel. I'm sure a lot of people have been hoping this. And, my friend Brian, he'll say also, I'm sure a lot of people are happy to see Finn Balor. Because he even said himself, I don't give a fuck about smiling Colgate Finn Balor that stands around and smiles and laughs at everything. I'm talking about the guy that was a force to be reckoned with in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The guy that formed the Bullet Club. The one that said that it is real. Okay, this isn't the whole the extraordinary man that can do extraordinary things. This is the real rock and roller that's back. And hopefully, I don't know what we're going to see. Are we going to see the real rock and roller jackets back? Is it going to be real again with Balor here? Are we going to see the face paint? Not the demon one. Are we going to go back to the face paint he was wearing in New Japan Pro Wrestling? I'm not going to say the guy's going to come out dressing like, Venom or the Joker or Carnage, which is some very cool stuff. Even Bane doing his little, Marvel DC type of things. Are we going to see some full body paints on him? What is now the mystery with Finn Balor? And I'm sure it makes you intrigued. It's a hot angle. People are paying attention to it. Now you ask the questions, what's going to happen next week? So a good hook to sink people's teeth into for next week. Why is Finn Balor heel now, huh? Why did he turn on Gargano and Ciampa? Because I'm sure a lot of people thought that the dream would have came out. We would have got some matches, NXT War Games in Chicago, which I may want to start thinking about going to. I'm getting to a lot of wrestling shows lately, so I might as well get ready for another trip if necessary. But that could be the next thing for that. Going to another show. Then, but I'm sure a lot of people thought it would be a War Games match, but that may be the different case. Now, it's not like Balor's joining the Undisputed Era, folks. I don't think he did, because, like I said, he never put up their hand sign and everything. He put this up. He ain't put the Undisputed Era thing up. Pulled out the guns again. I'm not saying he's going to reform some Bullet Club or makeshift Bullet Club, or is he going to go join the OC or something like that either, but I'm sure a lot of people now are happy for this change. Heel Finn Balor, let's see where this goes. This is NXT, so I'm sure they'll book him right, because, listen, this is probably the best Balor's looked ever since he left NXT, almost, pretty honestly, because main roster Balor didn't work out well. Well, maybe in the beginning when he got there, but pretty much after that, it looked like shit then. And listen, Balor was booked horribly on the main roster, so I'm glad he's back in NXT in general. Honestly, it was the best place you can go back to, because it would make him into something again. And now that he is heel, I'm sure a lot of people are very intrigued to see what's going to go down with this. And I myself, I'm going to see what's going to happen. So a lot of people I know are probably really happy now that he is heel, and guess we're going to see more of the Prince Devitt again. That's what we're going to see. He went back to the past, all right. He ain't go back to his past when he just got to NXT. He went back further to the past. We talk about the man that formed the Bullet Club. Okay? So other than that, a strong episode for NXT this week. I can't even tell who almost won between them and AEW. Both of these guys put on some great shows this week, but that ending in that triple threat match, man. NXT may just won this point again on this one. I don't know, man. AEW and NXT, this is some neck and neck stuff right here, okay? So this may be a hard one to choose, but just think about that. Think about that. But other than that, I'm done with this review. I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about in my NXT review tonight. Go check out my AEW review tonight also. What show is better? You decide. But I'm done here. I'm out. I see you guys later. Peace.